Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome to my podcast. Today we're going to get into identity upgrade. All right. How you can manifest millions, but you can't do it if you're in a scarcity mindset. Okay. Hi guys, I'm Yvonne Purvis and I am a transformational coach, and I help women rewrite their stories, rewrite your riches, and have the life you've been dreaming about without the hustle, without the grind, with ease and flow and trust in every decision you make in life. Imagine how that would feel, that every decision you made, you just had a knowing and a complete certainty that everything that you did worked out perfectly. Imagine investing. So when we circulate money, right? So in the world, we are meant to circulate. We circulate, our blood is being circulated. It's a world of energy, right? So the water is running, the oceans, there's a flow of energy. So there's a flow of energy in our body. There's a flow in energy in how we eat, our blood flow, circulation. And the most important thing that you need to know is there's a circulation in money. Okay, let's just have a look in all this good stuff, right? Don't we love it? We love it. We love it. We love it. We want to have more of it, don't we? So, the rich have it and they want more. People with that don't have it want more. It is a currency in the world that everybody wants. So do you want more? Do you want more of life? Because to have more money, you can't do it with a scarcity mindset. What does that mean? It means that if you are in fear of spending it, that's only a $20 bill. I have hundreds over there. If you're in a fear of spending it, that means that you're not trusting it's coming back, right? If you are holding on to it, you're afraid to use it. You're not going to be a millionaire. That is not the identity and the reality of somebody who has money. We have to believe that we know it's coming back. We have to know we have to use it, which is in a circulation and what it's meant to do. But we do that circulation in fun and joy. So you can't go, this is really, really important, okay? Your future self, let's be honest, is calling you to have more. But are you listening? And this money stuff, this is out with the old. You cannot hang on to this. Remember, we're in a year of transformation. We're in a year of leaping, quantum leaping. We're in a year of letting go of the past. What do you want to let go of? You want to let go of anything that is no longer serving you. So making sure that every decision you make, you're making it with the choice that you want more. You want to grow your income, then you are saying yes to opportunities that come to you. With the right energy, everything always works out and comes back to you. So if you're investing in a coach, for $10,000, $20,000, might be $4,000, you know that when you invest, you are going to learn, you're going to grow, and the money's going to come back that you invested. That is the circulation. Okay. So when we are upgrading our identity, it's like you can't be the same person. Like if you are somebody right now who's sitting around, I'm looking and just playing with my money. Don't you love playing with money? I love playing with money. And in a world that we don't have a lot of money, right? Like in a world in the sense that we don't have cash. So many of us have cards. We just tap, 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 tap. And I must tell you, I want you to go get some cash out. I want you to get some cash. Get some cash. Go to the teller. Get some cash out. Whatever is going to make you feel abundant. I always have money in my wallet. I have money hanging around my house because I like seeing it. I like looking at it. And I like being able to go, oh, how much do I owe you? I had a massage and I go, sure, here you go. There's 120 bucks. All right. I want you to start feeling it again. Like really, really start looking at this stuff. Play with it. Have fun with it. Go, I love you, money. I love you. I love you. Okay. Like get into it. It is not just something we use. That means you're disregarding it. You don't like it. You not want to look at your bank account. That's not going to bring more money. You got to look at your bank account. You got to go, oh, I'm so grateful. I don't care if you have $700. I am so grateful. I have $700 and I'm open to more. Okay. So I've gotten off topic. So what was I talking about? Identity. So the identity has to shift. You can't be the same person. Like, okay, let's just look at who I was when I was dancing, right? When I was dancing, I had a different wardrobe. I had different shoes I wore. I wore colorful lipstick, matching eyeshadow, but it was a trend. I think I always kind of dressed well, but I want you to think about, like, who were you last year? What kind of clothes did you wear? And if you want to be earning $100,000 a year or $100,000 a month, $1 million a month, $1 million a year, it's all doesn't matter. It's just what you desire to have, but you have to believe you can do it. Okay. Got to really, really trust yourself and feel it inside your gut that you know with 100% certainty that, yeah, I know I'm that person. So how do we get into this place of our identity? I want you to start looking at yourself and looking and saying, you know, is this my highest self? Is this who I need to be to show up today? And the only way to call in more money, not the only way, we know that certain businesses will always bring in money, right? We're talking about a huge jump in where you are right now, because right now you're good. You know how to do it, right? It's saying it's there with you. And to call in more, you have to do things differently. So going back to my event management business, when I had that, because that's where I made my first million. At the age, I started that business around when I was 25 years of age, right? So my dancing career came to an end from too many car accidents, neck issues. And I started working in the hospitality industry. And that's what I thought, you know, I was just working in there in the meantime. And I was like, what would I love to do? And I started meeting all these people. And I'm like, oh, wow, you know, I could do an event planner. And I started really, first, I was a scalper. I was a scalper before it became legalized. I'd buy tickets from somebody who was on the street selling the tickets. I would buy the season's tickets, and then I would on-sell them to corporations. And you know what they loved about it? They could invoice the company. I said, of course, let's do an invoice. I made it legal. Now it's legal. But I was one of the first. I know it. My business, that's how I made my million, right? Like, you got to see, this came from an idea that I took in and I did it. So going back to my story here. So I made my millions. And so what happened from me to go from the identity of the first day I sold my seats, these tickets, I'm sure it was like over a $10,000 sale. I think I made $10,000, right? So I sold the tickets. They were whatever. They were very, $300 a seat. So whatever. I made like $10,000 in a day. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not working for the rest of the week. Like, I was just like, holy Jesus, right? Anyway, but I got to work the next day. I did, because I loved what I did. And I thought, okay, who else can I help? And that's how my business grew. But when I got to a million, so what happened? Then I started to shift my business. So I started doing event planning, and then I had staff, and then I grew my business. So as you're growing your business, your money is now being circulated in helping my team, helping my employees. Money's going towards them. And then I grew my business again back up to the million. I don't know if I desired it, because I had such a great life. Like, I could do whatever I wanted. But I do remember a time where I thought, how can I make more? And I couldn't see it. But what happened is that I met this guy, and it changed my perspective, my whole life. And that's the story, right? So my business, I was making just over $1 million. I think I got up to 1.2. And then we know the story. I lost it. Okay. So when you are right now, the identity, we were talking about the identity. So my identity shifted so fast because I made a sale and I saw it and I changed. I started hanging around with people that had a lot of money. I would go to these events and I was looking the part, right? I started dressing like I'm successful. I knew I was making money. I was good at it. I'd go out. I was always, right? I was always putting my best foot forward. Everyone else came first. So this is what I'm talking about with identity. You have to see yourself. Like, you have to know, like, okay, if I was making $100,000, what would I do? And this is where I want you to start looking at your money. I really do. I want you to start looking at this money. Like, woohoo! Okay. Play with it, have fun with it, use it, and enjoy it. Because if you want to really make that change really fast, this is what we're going to do. You don't make $1 million and then become a millionaire. You become a millionaire in here, then the money flows, which I did, right? My identity created that result. So if you're operating from a scarcity or hesitation and self-doubt, you're reinforcing the reality you don't have and you don't want it. So if I wouldn't have invested, so I think about the things I invested. So when I started my business, I invested with a marketing company and I want top shelf. No clients, no business yet. I knew I needed marketing because back in those days, we needed all the portfolio and all those things you hand out for a presentation. I went with the top company. Someone referred me and I went with the top end. Everything was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I never thought that the money wouldn't come back. I just knew that I was creating what people needed, right? And it was an all-female business company, right? I only employed women, except one guy once. He didn't last very long. And what happened was because we were different, because I went down that road, most of my clients that were the VPs, majority of them were male. They liked being around a female company. And that's how my business really tripled. Okay. So for you to want more, you have to be it now. It's done. It's like, you just got to know it's done. You have to change those feelings. You got to invest in things, like I invested in my mentor I've never that's not what I mean. I've never invested in myself in that amount of money. Okay. I've done it in other coaching programs, but this one, it was $80,000, maybe more. I was in because my coach is she's a $55 million coach. I want to be in there, right? This is the growth and this is the quantum leaping that we do. So you have to go be around people that have what you have. So if you are watching me and you'd like to learn and work with me, you would invest, right? If it's not me and someone else, you would invest because it's going to help you get there faster. It's going to help the mindset. It's going to help the in-between, right? All the things that happen along that journey that you can fall out and get back into scarcity mode. And it's about holding it. All right. So when you shift into the woman who knows she's wealthy, abundant, and unstoppable, the money starts showing up. The clients start rolling in. The opportunities just start flowing in. Like I know because the opportunities are all flowing in right now for me. So you can either choose. Remember, this is what we said yesterday. We can change, or we can choose. If you don't change, you are choosing. It's always about the choice. And even when you feel that fear, I want you to know it is there for a reason. It means that is the growth and you need to jump. Have you ever jumped off? I remember when I was in Jamaica, it was many, many years ago, and they used to jump off the cliffs. I remember looking down at that cliff and going, oh my God, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And everybody's jumping. And then I just went, okay, everyone can do it. And I just went 1, 2, 3, and I went. And it was so exhilarating, right? Oh, here's a better one. I jumped out of a plane. I used to be afraid of heights. And what happened, I had broken up with a boyfriend. Something happened, but my girlfriend's like, you know what, Yvonne, why don't you come jump out of an airplane? Okay. And I went, right? And the fun thing was that we got there and everything's good. We had to go through this training, all good. I'm ready. We had to wait. We waited 6 hours. Do you know the fear that was going through my mind? I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this. What happens this? What happens there? All these mental stories going through my head. And then all of a sudden they call us, okay, it's ready. You guys are ready. And there's only 3 of us in a little tiny plane. And we're going up, 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 up. We getting on our thingies, our backpacks or something. And I was doing a tandem jump. So you have to get attached to the guy that's taking the controls. And then he opens up the side door, wind blowing like a gale. And he says, okay, you got to crawl out to the wing. I just remember going, oh my God, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? And I crawl out there and he goes, okay, 1, 2, 3. And we went out that door, off the side. I mean, hilarious, right? And I remember I was trying to breathe from my mouth. And thankfully, I heard someone talk about this and they said I couldn't breathe. And then I had to close my mouth. And I thought, oh my God, close my mouth. And I started to breathe again. Like it was scary stuff, but it was exhilarating. And do you know what happens when you land? You go, oh my God, I want to do it again. I never did though. It was the end of the day. And that was enough for me. But I did it. And I want you to experience that. Because when you jump, man, it's the best thing you've ever done. It's always a great outcome. Always, if you choose it to be. If you go into something and you don't think it's going to work and you start wobbling, well, what do you think you're going to get? You're going to get the wobble. You're going to get things not turning out for you. But you're here, you're watching me because you're ready for more. You want to scale your business. You want to have an incredible income coming in. You want luxury. You want to be flying in business class. You want to stay in luxury hotels. I mean, I'm just speaking from my experience. I won't fly unless I'm on business. We live too far away. So it's your expectation of your life. What do you desire? So today, what's your step? What is your homework for today? Get the money and start looking at it. And I want you to play with it. Enjoy it. Okay? Let me know how this goes with you. Tell me what money you've got out. Tell me how you're going in here. All right? I'm so happy to be here, guys. I'm Yvonne Purvis. Did I even say my name? I did. Anyway, you know what? Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. Come on down. Price is right. I don't know how old you are here, but come on down, jump in, hit the subscribe, comment below, say hello, and enjoy the day. Let's have some fun with some money. Okay. Ciao, ciao.